What are you doing? Look at his head. It's leaning up against the post. Alright, I'm sitting here, guys. Okay, let me sit here and get you all zoomed in. Believe it or not, the last video I just did, I started my video out sitting right here. And since then, I was burning up my back. I couldn't get through 5 minutes and I had to bail. So, starting over. Alright, here's my updates on what we're going to be doing, what we've just done, and we'll go from there. I built in the garage. I've got my seed table sitting up there. I have got all of the woodwork sitting up there for me to attach my bubble wrap to make my my growing area for my seeds, for my plants. So that's all sitting there. I've got the light sitting in there. That's ready to go. It's just a matter, I'm waiting to put my seeds in next week. I think we've got like 2 days, 1 or 2 days, it's gonna be 50s and 60s, and I just want it to be warmer for the soil and to get the easier to heat that whole area up. So that's what I'm waiting on in there. Today I went to go out and till with my hand the pitchfork, the above ground beds and my potato bed. And the last few days, several days, we have had rain. And yesterday we went from northern Oklahoma, lots of snow, to the southeast part of Oklahoma, major rainstorms, possible tornadoes. Us here, we're at a temperature of about 68 degrees, and wake up this morning, we are 21 degrees. So I went out to go do some handwork out there in that garden, and I went to go use the pitchfork, and the ground is completely frozen in my garden beds. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. It got cold. So I come on in, not much more I can really do outside, and I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do in here, do some editing. And then I thought about doing this video so you guys know what's coming up, what we've done, and go from there. I have ordered up our meat chickens. The meat chickens will be here July 13th. That is my choice. I could have had them here a little bit earlier, but I have already got some things I've got to be doing, and I just can't have the chickens here at the same time. So my choice was I think it was July 13th is when they come in, and then we'll be able to spend all my time raising those birds up to 8 weeks later when we process those birds. We will not be getting turkeys this year. We don't need them. We've got turkey already in the freezer. So that's the quick update on the chickens. The pigs, you see me do the pig dominium, which is complete. I've got all the fencing back up. I got the poles where they need to be. I got the gutter on. The only thing I haven't done is put the new pipe fitting and nippler on for the pigs. I do have the pipe. I do have the fitting. The water nippler, I'm waiting for that to come in. And once that's on there, I can get pigs whenever. I have been looking for pigs. The pigs that we are looking for is Berkshire. And there is a gentleman here, about an hour and a half from me, that does breed them. But what he has now is a little bit too big for me, because my processing date for pigs is October 10th. And that's like 9 months out. And we're trying not to let our pigs get that big. But he did tell me that he has another batch coming next week. And so he says that the lady is fixing to drop some next week. So we are looking at the end of March, very early April, that I can get those pigs from him. My goal is to get 5. I can only get 4 from him because he castrates all the males. I'm thinking why is because he doesn't want no one else breeding Berkshire. He's trying to stop everybody from breeding them all, let him handle it. And that's fine, I don't care. So I'm just going to have to find a male from somebody else. So we'll have a total of 5, but 3 of them will be processed. 1 for us, 1 for my father-in-law, and then 1 for my son. And then we'll start breeding, like I just said again, and then we'll always have pigs and breed them when we want to, so we have them. and go from here. We'll use the piglets, sell them to pay for our feed, I hope, and or at least cover a lot of the costs of all that, you know, cut our costs down. So that's what's going on with back there with the animals, the pigs, goats. You see me get the T-posts, they're out there. And here's part of what I was going to tell you about fencing. Out in my stash, my hoarder pile, I have got used fencing that's perfectly good shape. I did use my tractor. I put one fork on and I picked up that one roll I need for the goats. I'll need 150 feet to finish that area off, and I have that in that roll. Next thing is I went ahead and grabbed all the fencing I had in my hoarder pile that's going out to fence my backyard in, and then my south side of my fence, the other part. I've got about 950 feet of fence I got to put up. I did go ahead and lay out fencing across my back east section, the 660 feet long, and out where the creek bed is about a foot deep in water. I drove the tractor through there and it is bad. I laid out 2 fence rolls out in that area up on the hill that's over there, and then I just started laying out fencing. So that's all out there waiting for me to get out there, and where the mud is where I have to start. I'm starting at the north, and then I'm going to start pulling it all the way to the south section of my property. So got to wait for that to dry out. What else we got to do here? I've got to work on our camper. I've got several things we got to do. We've got to put batteries in it. We got to put a new awning on it. We got to replace. I'm going to go to all LED light bulbs in it. There's a couple other knick-knack things that we want to straighten out. That camper is 10 years old, and we got to remember, guys, we lived in it for 9 years while we built this house. So the camper is well used. So we've got some maintenance we want to do. I want to pull the wheels off. I want to go through all the bearings, check them out. So that's what we've got to do with the camper. What else we got to do? I want to, like I was saying early, I wanted to flip my garden beds. All those leaves that are packed in there, I was trying to get some of them flipped up under using the pitchfork and get that dirt flipped around. I still have some leftover compost from last year. I'm going to put in the garden beds, and then I'm going to get 1 truckload, my Ranger, which is 1 scoop. It should be about $21 or $22, and to fill it up. All that, because those are hugelkultur beds. They have started sagging down, sinking, so I've got to replenish what's in there. I also have the horse manure I've got to work in there too. I'll start mixing some of that in there, but I'll do the main horse manure when it comes time to do the planting. Let's see what else we have got to do. I think that's really about it. Nothing more going on. Just, it's been cold, rainy, and wet, and it's hard to do something when it's like that. So anyway, Fireplace chat. Fireplace is looking good. Heater, since I've had this on, heater has not kicked on at all today. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. I think I'm done with my updates. You'll have a great day. Be safe. Keep your eyes wide open and stay warm. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.